you guys know, I've said it several times, that my number one favorite day of the year, the day I look forward to more than anything else other than Christmas, Christmas is my number one, is Oscars. Oscars is my favorite day of the year. I'm a huge movie guy, have been my whole life. So the culmination of the movie year, the big celebration of the year in movies, that's my number one thing. Now, that's not to say that they don't sometimes do things that really make me scratch my head. Of course they do. That doesn't stop me from being a big fan of theirs, but I acknowledge when they do some dumb things. Remember a little while ago when the clown show that is known as the current executive board of the Oscars and the Academy of Motion Arts and Sciences decided, let's have a most popular category. It's like, oh, no, this has to be a joke. This has to be a fake trailer to a comedy in front of Tropic Thunder 2. This can't be real. They cannot be that stupid, but they were that stupid. Fortunately, though, there was enough backlash that they pulled back on that. Then there was a lot of questions going into this year's Oscars about whether or not Spider-Man No Way Home could get an Academy Award nomination. And they did for effects, but whether they could get one of the 10 nominee spots for Best Picture. I actually thought it would sneak into that number 10 spot. I wouldn't have put it on there myself, but I thought it would sneak in the number 10 spot. They didn't. Well, that has left the Academy wondering, man, we got to have some more Spider-Man representation at the Oscars. So the brain trust over at the Academy has come up with something new. And it is this. They have an Oscar fan favorite movie. This is now up. This is from the official Oscar website. And it says this. Movie lovers unite. Movie lovers unite. Make your voice heard this Oscar season by voting in this year's fan favorite for a chance to win a trip to the 95th Oscars, blah, 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 blah. Tune into the Oscars, the 94th Oscars on March 27th to see which film wins. So they're going to be having a fan favorite vote, and they will announce who won fan favorite. This is obviously completely designed so they can make a Spider-Man No Way Home announcement. They already know which movie. All you have to do is look at the box office. Well, what's the number one movie at the box office everyone to go see? That one? Okay, so everybody's going to say that one. Great. It's going to be Spider-Man. Let's pretend like we're having a legitimate vote when we all know what's going to win. Because like Eddie and Jimmy, who've only gone to see 2 movies in the last 2 years, one of them was Spider-Man No Way Home, so they're going to vote for Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, I will tell you this, though. This does not upset me. Do I think this is a good idea? Not really. But is it actively a bad idea? And while I think there are some drawbacks to the idea, at least one that I know you're going to touch on, Rob, while I think there are drawbacks to this idea, I'm not completely turned off by it. First reason why I'm not completely turned off by it, because it doesn't look like this is an actual Oscar category. They're not making this an Oscar category. They're doing an online Twitter poll, basically. It's not literally a Twitter poll, but it's basically an online Twitter poll. And they're going to announce what the results of the poll were. If this was the thing, this is an Oscar category, and they hand out a statue, it would be ridiculous. The other thing about this, why I don't think this is so bad, if you go and click on the vote button, they're not giving you a list of possibilities. Like there's no nominees for this. Just any fan can come, and in this box right here, you just fill in, movie trailers. Let me just back this up here. Movie trailers, love story. The John Campea documentary. There. I'm voting for that. And then you put in your name. Anybody can go in there and write you can go in there and write Tropic Thunder. I should organize an Oscar troll campaign right now. Everyone, go and vote Thunder Force. Go and vote Thunder Force.
Come on, man. Tango Shalom, yo.
Yeah.
But that would be serious. I'm talking, let's troll the Oscars. Because movie trailers a love story and Tango Shalom ain't going to win. But we can organize together and get Thunder Force announced.
You know what I'm putting in? I'm putting in Bengals versus Chiefs AFC Championship. That was my favorite movie.
That's the number one time in the theaters this year. I mean, again, because there's no trophy given out and they're just going to announce it. And let's face it, this is just a way to try to get Eddie and Phil, who have seen 3 movies in the last 24 months, to tune in and watch the Oscars to see Spider-Man No Way Home announced. So it's basically harmless. So I'm okay with it, even though I wouldn't do it myself. But Rob, I know you had a reaction to this. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, look, the Oscars I think the Oscars always had an air of legitimacy to it because it's people that work within the film industry that are voting. The various members of the various guilds, like the editors vote for the editors, the directors vote for the directors, all the members get to vote for Best Picture. So there is at least this idea that the people voting for the Oscars work on films and they know of what they speak. So if they think something is good, there's an air of legitimacy to that opinion. Now, I understand the Oscars are becoming less and less relevant as the years go by because entertainment choices have changed with the new generations, which is fine, which is good. So I get why they're doing this. But I think in a way, it kind of diminishes the prestige of what the Oscars are. Like, I get, hey, let's have a fan category, not like any other award show doesn't have a fan category.
MTV.
I mean,
People's Choice.
everybody's got a fan category. And the thing to me, the Oscars are something that you're hearing from professionals. And look, I'm an iconoclast, I get it. I would like to see the purity of the Oscars remain. But you know what? If they didn't vote on Spider-Man No Way Home, they want to find a way to honor it. And if more people tune in, I think that's great for the Oscar ceremony. I just think that there's something it lessens the whole idea of it all, I think, just a bit.
Chris, I'm curious. Like, you hear about this. Like I said, I don't like this.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, I don't really have I don't see anything particularly offensive about
No.
it. I don't know. What is your take on when you heard about this?
I mean, when you told me this morning, I went, because it is kind of a, well, for why? For why are we doing this?
Well, for why?
Well, for why? And I'll tell you for why.
That's going to be my new thing. Well, for
It's
why?
very Welsh. I'll tell you for why. It just does seem like it's a viewer grab because it feels so redundant. Because we have a People's Choice Awards. That's all this is people voting for stuff. So it does feel like it's just trying to make the Oscars relevant for those people who don't come in regularly. I mean, this is a great category for people like my dad, who doesn't really care about the Oscars, or my mom, who wants to watch the fashion and make sure everyone thanks their moms, and then, text me angrily about, like, I think this person's speech was great, and if you don't talk to me like this, I'm going to be so mad at you. I mean, I do think we all should vote for Moonfall, though.
Yes, that's what
Moonfall,
Moonfall doesn't
Come on, Rob.
qualify.
Let's get on
Yeah,
that train one more time.
2022,
Gotta
dude.
jump in.
Yeah,
there.
it came out too late.
Oh,
Does not
man.
count.
Oh, man. Next year.
Next year,
year.
Moonfall.
Moonfall
Takes
2.
it. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's the other thing too. Like, the funny thing though is that other than sporting events, the Oscars is the #1 viewed television event in the world. Still is. And a lot of people aren't even really big movie fans, tune in for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One is the fashion. I never understood that myself.
I love it.
But I mean, there are people like literally and there are entire industries based on talking about the fashion that was worn at the Academy Awards. I'm not a fashionista. Obviously, I dress like a drunk hobo. So, I mean, that's fine. So I don't understand fashion at all. But I mean, a lot of people have these different things. So whatever. We'll see how it plays out.
John, I just want to know if the accountants at Price Waterhouse are going to be accepting
Tabulating the votes.
But the votes have to come in from the planet Earth. It can't just be North American centric. I expect this fan vote to cover the entire planet.
Well,
So good luck,
it's
Price
an online
Waterhouse.
thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have any geographical restrictions.
Well, that's good.
And
So-
when are they going to announce a
at
host?
the Oscar. Oh,
A host.
tomorrow.
Because you know what?
Okay.
I'm not really into Oscars, but I do watch the host I like. I'll watch it. You know what I mean?
Apparently, they're announcing tomorrow. That's what I
So-
heard. They're going to announce. I mean, they have to. The Oscars are a month away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still thinking it's going to be Tom Holland and maybe Holland, Maguire, and Garfield.
I mean,
Holland Maguire.
There's the way to honor Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know.
Do that.
I mean, all three of those guys have a great legacy in Hollywood. They might be youngsters, Tobey Maguire being the oldest, but Tobey Maguire has a great filmography. Why shouldn't he host the Oscars?
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, don't count out Kevin Hart. Don't count out Kevin Hart. I was talking to somebody about this last night online, and they mentioned it, and I'm saying, no, that'll never. But they raised the point. It's like, you know what? This could be seen like a do-over, a redemption thing for both Kevin Hart and the Oscars, because of course he was supposed to host the Oscars, and then they pulled that and all that. I know. I'm just saying, I would give a 10% chance to Kevin Hart maybe doing it.
I'd love to see Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson co-host.
That would be fun. That would be a new version of Steve Martin. And who did Steve Martin do it with? Alec Baldwin? Was
Yes.
Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin
Yeah, it
co-host
was,
the one year? But that could be funny. Kevin, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this thing that they're doing basically an online poll of what's the fan favorite movie this year? And they'll just announce who it was at the Oscars. I don't think it's a great idea, but I don't see anything particularly bad about it. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of today's video, Peloton. Now listen, in the never-ending quest to try to stay in shape, one of the keys is to vary up your workout and your exercises to make sure you avoid losing your motivation and keep from getting burnt out from doing the same thing over and over again. Peloton has you covered. I know for me, one of the keys was getting my Peloton tread and using the Peloton app to get my varied workouts in. And Peloton just keeps pushing you forward with new classes, new music, new ways to keep your workouts fun and motivating. One of the newer offerings that has me personally really excited is their boxing classes. Peloton is stepping into the ring with its newest discipline, and you don't even have to have any gloves. Discover a fast, furious, and fun workout with Peloton instructors in your corner. Even if you've never boxed before, these classes will have you working up a sweat while working on the fundamentals of form, footwork, and fun combos that will keep you on your toes. Peloton has a workout for every day and every kind of schedule. So guys, right now, visit onepeloton.com to learn more. That's ONEPELOTON.com.